Hey guys, Greg Denning. The other day, my daughter, she's 13, and she is just passionate about cooking. And luckily and wonderfully, she's an awesome cook. I mean, she makes incredible stuff for us. Last night, she made this unbelievable tortilla bean soup. It was incredible. But the other day, she made a pizza, and it was delicious. We just loved it. We're all sitting there like, yeah, this is amazing. And she says something to me. She's like, the ingredient by itself isn't very appealing. It's just kind of nasty, but all together, it makes pizza. And it just, boom, it just hit me. It's like, yes, that's life, right? This recipe, life's recipe for success and happiness has these wonderful ingredients in the right proportions. And some of the ingredients don't seem very appealing. Yeah, and some are just downright maybe unpleasant and uncomfortable and inconvenient. Some of them by themselves are wonderful. Maybe like cheese. I love cheese. And just eat cheese or cheese on pizza or cheese on everything, right? Some of them are great, but some of them maybe aren't that appealing, but in the right proportion and with the right ingredients mixed together, you get this incredible meal. Well, what are some of those essential ingredients? I wish I was with you and I could hear from you. I almost want to ask you and just let you think through and answer this right now before I share my thoughts. What do you think they are? What are the essential ingredients to happiness and success in life? And what balance do they need? What portion amount? Let me share a couple that I think are essential. In fact, I read one this morning from The Science of Being Great by Wallace Wattles. Highly recommend that book. He said that men and women were created for growth, and it is necessary to grow in order to be happy. And he says much of the unhappiness that people experience is because they're not growing. So one of those absolutely essential ingredients in life is we have to be growing. We have to be improving. We have to be changing. Please join me on this quest for greatness. This is why I always say reach upward, right? Just reaching for better, challenging yourself to go for your full potential. Don't ever get complacent. Don't ever acquiesce to a mediocre existence. Always grow and expand in every way possible. The only limits in your life are the limits you place upon it. Another essential ingredient is purpose. You got to wake up on purpose. You get out of bed with something to work on, something great, a direction, something that drives you and challenges you and excites you to contribute, to create, to add value to the lives of those around you and leave the world a better place. Right? Something that prevents us from just sitting around doing nothing, wasting time on the internet or music or movies and just kind of floating through life, drifting, spending all your time doing things maybe aren't necessarily bad, but aren't really that great either. We got to get past the screen addictions and all the other addictions. And having a purpose does that. Now I want to add one more element to purpose. You might have a purpose that's good. I want to challenge you to get a purpose that's great, that's really meaningful. I'm confident at the end of our lives, we'll all look back and ask, did I matter? Did I live meaningfully? Did I actually become someone who made a difference? Oh, please do that. Please live purposefully and meaningfully. Another one is love. Let your heart be filled with love. Don't get caught up in the negativity and the hatred, the objectifying of people. One of my mentees the other day said, if we're viewing people in boxes, we're putting them in boxes, we're objectifying others, it's because we're judging them from too far away. I thought, oh, beautiful, it's brilliant. If we get closer, if we get to know people and hear their story and see them as humans and connect with them, then we stop to objectify them. We stop putting them in boxes because we begin to understand them. So be filled with love. There's no place in your life for prejudice, for bigotry, for narrow-mindedness, for racism. Don't allow that to creep in your life. When you hear people making big, generalized, blanket statements about this group of people or those kind of people, just stop that. Say, hey, that's not what we should do. We should love and reach out and connect and fill our humanity in love. Those are just 3 simple things. We could go on. You got to get good exercise in. You got to discipline yourself in the 5 facets, right? Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, socially, financially, recreationally. There's so much we need to do. And if we'll take these ingredients, we'll work on ourselves and try to develop and grow in each important area of life, I promise you, because I've done it, to go from where I was on my own as a young teen in the streets, with this terrible existence, to living an incredible life that we now live. If I can go from where I was to where I am, following this path, this recipe, then you can too. So make sure you're getting those essential ingredients put into your recipe for happiness and success. Now, if you want more on that, because maybe you're saying, hey, well, what do I need to do and how much? How do I get it done? I teach a leadership series. So visit worldschoolacademy.com and sign up for my leadership series, which will walk you through each of those important ingredients and help you reach for your very best. Reach upward.